Hello, and welcome back to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. We are moving along today, and we're going to take a look at another beer by the Baird Brewing Company. And I think this is definitely one of their better beers. This is called Suruga Imperial IPA. And Baird Brewing has been around for a while in Japan. They started around 2000 and have been going strong ever since. They started in the small town of Numazu in Shizuoka Prefecture, which is kind of southwest of Tokyo, and grew, expanded, and now they have a much larger brewing facility not too far from Numazu, but in the same basic area. And their beers are pretty widely available throughout Japan. And they also have a number of tap rooms in Tokyo. So if you're in Tokyo, it's likely you can find a Baird Brewing tap room in the area you happen to be in. And Baird is a brewery that was started by an American, Brian Baird, and the head brewer for many years was Chris Poole, also an American. I've known Chris for many years, even before he was a brewer. He's no longer with the company, but their beer is noted for the quality of ingredients, character. Brian Baird insists on having high quality materials for their beer. They often use Maris Otter in their beers, Maris Otter barley from England, or malt from England. And so they produce a lot of beers. On Rate Beer they have over 300 different varieties of beer that have been produced over the years. And the earliest rating I found for this one was in 2009, and I am not sure if that's when it came out, but might assume so here. So it's 80.5% and 90 IBUs. It has several additions of hops throughout the process, and it's also dry hopped. The label, Baird also has very distinctive labels here. You can see what's happening here. This is a fireworks festival, and it's supposed to be held over, you can see it reflected in the water. So there's a line across here, and we see the reflection of the fireworks in the water of Suruga Bay. And Suruga Bay is actually, according to their website, it's the deepest bay in Japan. And so they make some comparison to the depth of the hop character in this beer as well. On Rate Beer, this one has 403 ratings, an average score of 3.62, pretty high, and a 93 percentile rating for all beers in Rate Beer, and a 90 percentile for double IPA or Imperial IPA. Pretty high overall. And I would say, personally, if you want to try a Japanese Imperial IPA, this is one of them, and the other would be Minot Beer Company's double IPA. So shall we give this one a go? Okay, so it pours out a very deep, slightly hazy or murky orange. And it's got a nice kind of fluffy white head, a bit spongy maybe a finger and a half of head here. So then the head, of course, should give us a good sense of the aroma. Oh my goodness, which is huge citrusy grapefruit. There's some pine. It's like pureed apricots with salt on top. Oh, this is quite a nose indeed. Wow. And let's give it a go. It is malty, it is thick, it is sweet, but the hops kick in right away. Citrusy, piney. There's some caramel for sure, but the bitterness really kicks in, and you can feel it in the back of your throat here. So this is an exceptionally hopped beer. It has a, I won't say dank, but kind of a sort of farmy, pungent hoppiness. I can smell this all day. Medium heavy body, a bit oily. Carbonation is soft. One part of the process for this beer is krausening, in which before bottling, after fermentation, before bottling, they make a small addition of primary wort of the same beer. So wort that hasn't been boiled or fermented yet to the already finished fermented beer before bottling, and this kind of wakes up the yeast. The sugar in the wort wakes up the yeast and allows it to bottled condition. Here it provides very nice soft sort of carbonation. To force carbonate a beer of this strength here, I don't think would quite work. So a friend of mine once said that this is kind of the poster boy for a balanced IPA, and I would have to agree with it. This is much better. It's better on tap for sure. So if you happen to find it on tap, perhaps in one of the Baird beer tap rooms in Tokyo, definitely that's the way you should try it. Okay. But in any case, it is quite an exceptional beer. I'd say it's one of the best Imperial IPAs you will find in Japan. So once again, this is Baird Brewing Suruga Bay Imperial IPA, 8.5% and 90 IBUs. This is definitely a beer worth seeking out. Baird does a lot of exporting to the United States for sure, and you can probably find this in a larger craft beer specialty liquor store in the United States. So please do give it a try. Okay, that's it for today, and we'll be back again soon with another review. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.